Okay, so good evening, welcome again. Just a reminder, I'm doing a clean playthrough starting with a brand new sidewinder. I've only played the tutorial. Last time we played Elite, I did some missions. I took 4 or 5 missions, each one paid around 18 to 22k. The idea is
All
that I would like
ready
to...
to go.
Thank you, Astro. I would like to explain what I'm doing while I'm doing it, just for posterity. So, I think the stream will also be a smoother affair tonight. And in about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, wherever we are, I'm gonna swap game to meet a friend and play some Sea of Thieves. So, this is the sidewinder that if we enable the external camera, we can pretty much see it's not exactly a small ship. I mean, if you take a look at here, that's how much a single person, that's the size of the pilot compared to the rest of the ship. This is your starting ship. It has some space for upgrades, but not too much. If I go to the outfitting over here, we have 2 hard points where we can stuff some weapons, basically 2 small sized hard points, some utility mounts, which is for scanners, shield boosters and various stuff, our core internals, which are stuff that the ship can't fly without, armor, power plant, thrusters, a loaned frameshift drive, life support, power distributor, sensors, fuel tank. Interesting.
Lights on.
Lights off, please. Thank you.
That's already done.
Optional internal is everything else you want to stuff on your ship, like seal generators, cargo racks, planetary modules to get in atmosphere, surface vehicle bays, libraries to paint it, and stored modules is basically your warehouse. On the left panel, in the navigation tab, we see everything that exists in the solar system, as well as all the solar systems we can jump to, and the distances in light years. Transactions are active contracts. We have a contract. We have to take down pirate Ladir in the Sharur system. Well, that's what we'll do. But before we do it, we have made 109,000 credits pretty much by doing missions. This allows us to upgrade our ship a little bit, and instead of changing the existing ship, I'll just buy an Eagle. It's faster, more maneuverable, and has a better jump range and better shields. We're going to lose some cargo capacity, but we'll make up for it by buying. Cost of new ship, store ship. Yeah, I'll keep the loan sidewinder, why not? By the way, you will be hearing a few voices from crew members. These are not part of the basic Elite game, these are part of the Voice Attack third-party software that binds voice packs into keybinds and allows you to control your ship through voice commands. Now, what's different about the Eagle? Besides the visual, because it's a beautiful ship, what's different is that we have a third hardpoint for weapons. So let's place a weapon here. We have beam lasers, burst lasers, mining tools and pulse lasers. Well, since we can place a multi-cannon, I'm going to buy a third pulse laser, gimbaled. This is a fixed pulse laser. It deals a little bit more damage, but you need to aim specifically on your target ship. This is a gimbaled pulse laser, deals a little less damage. If you notice that the fixed is 7.9 damage per second, the gimbaled is 6.2 damage per second, but it has target tracking, so we're going to buy this and fit it. We have 3 pulse lasers. Great. What else? Let's buy some better thrusters, for example. Can we? All equipment comes in rates. They start with E and they go up to A. This one, for example, is D. 3D. 3 is the size of the component. D is the class. If we install these thrusters, we are going to have several effects. On the bottom left, over here, we can see that we'll be more maneuverable in turning. We'll be faster, better boost speed, and better total mass. Here is how our jump range will be affected positively. Why? Because basically these thrusters are great value for money. Take a look at this. My thrusters E that are currently installed are 5 tons in weight, while the D are 2 tons in weight. They sacrifice some integrity, which are the hit points, but they pretty much are the best value for money in terms of mass. If you don't put D on your ship, then the only other option worth exploring is A, nothing else. Alternatively, we can upgrade our power plant, can we? Well, we can go to E, which is worse, so we cannot. Our frameshift drive allows us to jump further. In this case, we can jump up to 10.9 light years if we are completely unladen. And our power distributor allows our guns to fire for longer. And because if I put in the D rating, it also makes the power consumption better and the mass less. Actually, power draw increases, but our mass goes down. So all the mass related attributes like speed and jump range are positively affected. Well, since we're going to do this in this manner, it's a good opportunity to show something else. I'm going to put the power distributor here, exchange it with my old one. We are exceeding our available power when all of our components are deployed. This means time to check the right panel. Right panel in modules it is everything we have stored on a ship and where they operate. In fire groups, it's our fire groups, basically our weapons.
Fire groups.
Yes, thank you. As you can see, 2 other pulse lasers are fixed instead of gimbaled, so maybe we should fix that first. Over here on ship, we can turn on the lights, night vision, beacon, select how turrets are firing, and see some other functions like flight assistance, pilot preferences, which you can make the interface darker, brighter. I'll activate pre-flight checks just for fun. Our cargo is empty, and our status here is something that we will check in future streams. Now, what we do is we change the fixed hard points That's exactly the same power draw. Okay. With gimbals. The reason we're gonna do gimbals is because it's easier to aim. So for those that are just starting out, gimbals are the way to go. Now, the important part is to keep your eye on the bottom bar that says deployed 7.23 megawatts. That means that we are exceeding our power plant. That means, you'll see it in action, these are all of our modules, and for those that require power, it has some power priority. By default it has everything on 3 except power distributor, weapons, and that's it. And at the bottom, I can show you, you see that the components that are on power priority 1, how much of your power take up, and how much the components of the power priority 3 take up. What happens? Astra, take us out. Crewman Astra,
Commander.
take us out. No. While
Crew,
Astra is
stand
taking
by for
care
launch.
of launching, I will
Eyes.
do pre-flight checks.
Charging engines.
Throw left, okay.
Affirmative.
Throw up, throw down,
Transferring power to shields.
landing gear test, weapon deploy test,
Helm.
targeting,
Standing
primary power, UI
You
focused.
now have the con. The ship is yours.
Understood.
These were just for an effect, you don't have to do that. Every time you take off and it gets disabled here.
Launching now. Ascending to 30 meters.
So, we're leaving the station.
Thrusters now, please.
Engaging thrusters.
We are waiting in a queue because obviously too many ships are trying to leave or enter at the same time.
Pictor is a small faint constellation in the southern celestial hemisphere, located between the brilliant star Canopus and the large Magellanic Cloud. Latin for painter, its name is an abbreviation of the older name, Aquilius Pictoris, the painter's easel.
And we're still waiting in queue. Now this is actually taking a while and we only have 3 minutes to go before we have an infraction. Seems we may have to jump the queue. And actually we're going to jump the queue.
Handoff complete.
Commander, the ship is yours.
Off we go. Now, if you have a joystick, your HUD controls the power distribution, which is right to the right of where you see my little ship here rolling on the HUD. I'm switching to engines and you see that my top speed goes all the way up to 240. I'm hitting boost. Goes all the way up to 340 something. How far is on left? Now, let's demonstrate what happens when we have insufficient power. Do you see my modules? Do you see the power that has that lovely red triangle down there? I deploy guns. And basically everything in the 3 category, or most of it, is down. So what do we need to do? First of all, we need to retract our hard points. Power will get restored and stuff will start powering up again. How do we avoid this? You distribute your power. There are some things that you don't need at the same power level. For example, this is our advanced docking computer. It takes up 6% of power. We don't need it at the same power priority with everything else. I'll place it on 4. Sensors, we want them at a higher priority because we want to see where we're going. Frameshift drive, we want it on 2 to be able to jump out. Super Cruise Assist is a module that basically autopilots from station to station. You want it at 4. Life support, essential, 1. All guns can comfortably stay on power 3. Power distributor is what gives power to your guns. Place it at 4. At 2. Cargo hatch. 3 if you don't want it to fail. 4 if you don't mind. Shield generator. I would say it's rather essential. Place it at 2. Thrusters 1. You always want to have control of your ship. So thrusters. Life support. And sensors. Okay, maybe not sensors. Thrusters, life support at 1. Shields, power distributor, and frameshift drive, and sensors at 2. All weapons at 3. So if I fire up my guns now, basically what I lost is my advanced docking computer and my Super Cruise Assist. Stuff that I won't need in combat anyway. And that's basically why you have to watch your power just a little bit. Now, thanks to voice attack, I can simply issue commands instead of hitting keys. Commands like galactic map. Well, yes, that worked nicely. Galaxy map. Galaxy map.
As you wish.
Yeah, that it worked. This is the map. It's rather massive. You can zoom out and 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 out. This is the whole galaxy. If we zoom in closer, you will see that this is Sharur, the system we want to go. The system we have a mission in. That's the blue icon above. Hit course. We're going to leave Matet, go to Chimsang, then Sharur. Here we need to find a pirate. So let's do this. Aligning to the system we're going to jump. By the way, this lovely thing is the Eagle. Lights off.
Lights off.
This is the Eagle. It has a very nice and combat shape. It has some lovely engine trails. Still a big ship. There is no small ship with Elite. And now it's time to engage friendship drive.
Charging frame shift drive.
It's frame shift drive, but for some reason I like friendship drive more. Bottom right you can see the fuel. Now it says throttle up to engage. When you exit hyperspace, you have the speed you had when you entered it. So
Crater is a constellation.
instead of
Its name is Latin
throttling
for
up,
cup, and in Greek mythology it is identified with the cup of the god Apollo. It was
Yes.
one of the 48 constellations listed by the 2nd century astronomer Ptolemy, and remains one of the 88 modern constellations. It is faint.
okay, so instead of throttling up and risking to crash into the sun, you can simply boost.
Course adjustment.
That was totally not a jab for you, Natalia. I have now throttled down to save speed. While you're passing through a system, it's never a bad idea to just have a secondary fire group with your discovery scanner. Swap to it, enter analysis mode and throw a honk. We got some exploration data now. Any contacts? Nope. A couple of cobras. We align to the next star system and engage frame shift.
Frame shift drive engaging.
Yes, just wait until I get a new microphone. It won't be ASMR anymore.
Living system. Exit destination confirmed. Arrival in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Objective detected. That means we have somewhere to go. Basically means that if I come to navigation and start checking what's here, here you go. Let's go there. I'm letting Super Cruise to take me there. basically this is the explanation for today. We're going to try and locate the pirate, kill him, and go and cash in. I'll be joining a voice chat just to keep myself occupied. Legatus, unfortunately it's not the one we want, but okay, let's let him interdict us.
Awaiting further
Combat
instructions.
mode. Switching power to engines and weapons.
Stowing weapons.
No, don't stow weapons. Deploy hardpoints. See, this is what cables do. I'm not aiming at the guy, but my guns go there. His shields are off. Targets down at 50%. Generally, targets try to flee. They don't stay and die, so you have to kill them fast, or you need to target the power plants. And my guns need some time to recuperate. He's down at 21%. Giving some more juice to the guns. We were awarded 5,000 credits of a bounty for taking down the criminal Legatus. Okay. Do you see these white dots on my scanner? These are the stuff he left behind. Galvanizing alloys, salvage stuff. You are going to need a lot of these when you start modifying your craft. So, scoop down.
Deploying cargo scoop.
On the left of the radar you see a box, a blue box. That shows the item I'm trying to pick up in relation to my cargo scoop. Need to keep it at the center. If you find it amazingly boring, there are simpler ways. You install a component called connector limpets, and the collector limpets do it for you. They're basically small drones. Come on. Come on. There we go. These are materials. Materials do not take up any space. Scoop down. These materials do not take up any space. So it's always a good idea to gather them. So, engage Super Cruise.
That's a negative.
And negative. That's an interesting thing to say. Oh yes, why? Because the cargo scoop is down. If I try to engage Super Cruise, look what it says. Scoop up.
Retracted.
Engage Super Cruise.
Super Cruise drive engaging.
So, discovered mission-related signal source, yes. That's what we need. See? Mission unidentified signal source. This is where our target is. Let's go get it. When we're too close, it will throw us out on its own. What does it say? Threat 1. Threat 1 means you're going to fight some easy enemies. A note on payouts, 20,000 is absolutely horrible. It's very too little money. I mean, it's fine when you fly a ship like the Eagle, because a ship like the Eagle has 535 credits rebuy cost in case we get destroyed. But as you grow, you will realize that this kind of credit is nothing. I mean, you will end up buying ships that cost hundreds of millions and putting parts on them that each cost hundreds of millions. But for our own needs, the Eagle is perfect. And all these mission payments are going to receive a buff come Monday to bring it up to par with mining. Mining right now, specific mining, is the best money maker. But for this play out, we're not going to touch mining. We're disengaging.
Awaiting further instructions.
Awaiting further instructions, it
We
says.
found our mission target.
We did. Let's see. Well, there it is. Cobra MK3. Ladir. I'm not going to shoot him unless it says wanted on the bottom left, even though it's my mission target. Why? Because if I shoot him before I realize he's wanted, I'm going to accrue a bounty. He's trying to scan me to steal my cargo. So target power plant.
Acknowledged. Targeting.
Good thing about the Eagle is that you have one gun on top, two at the bottom. So based on how you fly, you can always keep at least one gun on your enemy. But if, for example, you're more comfortable with diving instead of climbing, it's better. You want to keep your target under you, where two guns can shoot.
Lock target.
As you wish.
It's just that you don't see very well where they're going, so you're gonna have to rely on the dots on your HUD. Yeah, it's good for him. We're giving you some nice little hallmarks. I don't want him to leave. And he's destroyed. Collect reward. Excellent conclusion, Commander Krehos Nava. Now that Ladir has been dealt with, you can return and claim your reward. Perfect. Where? Quail Station at the system Matet. I also have 12.5 thousand on bounties, because the guys we kill also have bounties. Can I go to Matet with one jump? Nope, you don't see it on the list. But galaxy map, where it says Matet. Let's go. Quail Station. Here. Maybe I won't have enough fuel. So, before I attempt this jump, what I'm going to do is land at Archaea's port. And refuel.
That's the thing. Nobody's.
I was so certain he was going to complain about the straw.
We did do. That's why we kind of joked that it's going to be a secret. But it's like, we're talking about 40 pieces of straw, and his barns are already built, so he doesn't need the extra straw anymore. And Slot is one who's charged with growing it, so he doesn't need straw too.
He says that he's feeding animals with straw, and it's got a better weight to unit ratio than potatoes.
Yes, but Slot is in charge of growing it, so therefore Slot doesn't should be consulted or have him shit a hole in the back.
Obviously, don't look at me. I'm not saying otherwise. Anyway.
Like, ask permission. Like, no, you're not in charge. Slot is in charge of how much straw we grow.
He said to be consulted, not ask permission.
Yeah, but he's upset because he found your bed and archery target.
Oh well, I wasn't going to log on right from
well, I wasn't
Faye
going to hide
it
either. And yes. I left it out in the open. I didn't stuff it inside your house. I mean, each of those takes 20 pieces of straw to make. It wasn't a lot.
It's just funny. I find it funny.
Yeah, it's a lot upset over very little because you're not taking the piss. We held back 60 this time. And I said to him, we hold a bed or an archery target. That's it. Not asking. You still get 99% of it.
Is it 99% of it though? 99% of it would be 400 straw per day. So that 40 is 99% of it. Oh. I just did a look of shame. Well, in my defense, the station was hidden behind the moon, so I had to go around the moon. But I didn't slow down going to the moon.
Nick,
Yes.
you didn't made any blacksmith.
No man,
armor.
I did not log in at all today.
Ah, okay.
Because if I log on tonight, I will probably quit Life is Shuttle in the next couple of days. I'm just a little sick of it. I need a break.
Vin is asking, has staff been involved in this assignment before taking control of vessels?
Request docking.
Request done.
The arrow. I like how the arrow on the target shows where the letterbox is. So you know where to fly. Give us some engines. Welcome back. I was just saying, I knew the troll would whine about the straw.
Yeah, and I thought of something else.
I'm landing, by the way, to refuel, and then I need 2 jumps for the mission and we can go to Sea of Thieves.
Now he will tell you all.
Yes, I
Yep,
wrote that.
this is not an answer, okay. I don't care.
Yes, if he wants 400, we can make 420.
Refueling. Can't do anything on maintenance. We got our course to lunch.
Something that I can't understand is what calculation did he make? I mean, since I am making the harvest and the sowing, how did he calculate stuff?
He calculates how much straw he needs to feed
Okay.
the animals.
Yeah, that's something that he could say. I need that much of straw and that's all. So I can, you know, put 2 tiles more. Not difficult.
Target next system en route. Come on, this should work. Target next system. I always forget this command.
I think I can back this rope there.
It's not this, it's not this, not this, not this. Okay, manually then.
How well known is it that Starpat does privateering?
Hmm?
How well known is it that Starpat does privateering?
It could be known enough.
I doubt my character knows that, because Renan is asking about Starpat and if it's has a habit of obtaining ships and things.
If they belong to the public, yes. We are in the habit of asset denial. We do not call it privateering, we do not call it piracy. Engage frame shift.
Dawn.
The mental bonds that you have in the warehouse, in the second warehouse.
Hmm.
Do we need them for something, or can I take two?
Take two.
So let's do some math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10,
Engage frame shift.
Charging frame shift
48
drive.
plus 9 plus 6, 63 tiles.
Can you plant straw every day? I mean, doesn't straw follow the calendar?
It does.
So
So
basically you need to plant enough straw until the next time it shows up on the calendar, right?
yeah, it's something like for real life days. So I've showed 180 and it gets out 720. He needs 180 per day. That's it. About the half I've already showed. So we are cool.
So you have given him enough straw.
We were holding back straw because of the barn building. And their barns are built now. Built. It doesn't need a heads up, it only needs to be covered. He does not need permission to keep back 20 pieces of straw out of 700.
Chill. Seriously, chill. Don't take it so personally. It's how he acts and how he... It's his usual attitude. To us, it's
Well,
natural.
you see, I'm not engaging in this.
Yes.
I'm letting
Yes.
Slot deal with it.
Yes, I'm just saying, you don't need to bother. Don't let it even annoy you. It's natural.
It would annoy me if I suddenly were told I couldn't make any more beds for anyone because Troll needs permission. I need Troll's permission because I would be the one who have to ask permission. Because I'm the one who makes the beds and stuff.
Yes. Well, no. I mean, you will never have to ask for permission. That's the entire conversation about wealth. Okay, all over again. The moment you need to ask for permission to do something, it's no longer a game.
Yeah, especially to be fun, which, okay, isn't taking the piss. You know, if he had to kill animals because of using up all this straw, then yes, that's one thing. You know, if you just want to do something fun and silly and be humoring for a long time but not like building in these things, and all of a sudden be like, hey, it'd be nice to have an archery target, it'd be nice to have a couple of beds.
Yes,
we'll hold
I'm
back.
just saying. You don't need to ask for permission. Sometimes you just need to, announce things. I want to do this.
Yes,
Yes,
and
but
be
I need it
conscious
for the
and
animals.
respectful.
Yes, you'll have 20 less because I want to do this. Simple as that. Okay, fine, I'll have 20 less.
Well, as far as I can understand, he doesn't have anything less.
Well, he
If
has.
he's
has-
showing 700 straw, well,
Yes.
it's fun to talk about that.
In 4 days, he will have nothing less. Right now, he has 40 straw less. That would be one.
He can replenish with other stuff. We have
Yes.
potatoes, we have carrots, we have anything else the animal eat. He just wanted to say that, and
I
that now
know.
he insisted on that.
No, I know. He wanted to say it, and now he's exactly that. I know. I mean, we're talking about the same person we know as a friend.
Yeah, I know, but what pisses me off is that he makes calculation that he cannot make those calculations, given that he doesn't show the food. So he can't make those calculations. The correct thing to do all the time is to tell me that, hello,
I
animals eat
I need
that
that
much of
much.
steak.
Yes, these are the
The
calculations
end.
he's making. That's all. Okay, so I'm grabbing my bounties. What are we going to do?
I've already opened Sea of Thieves, but if you have anything fun to do all together, I'm into that as well.
I'm quitting Elite now.